The young man, with a calm expression, tells Young that he feels a little hurt and asks if she hates him so much as to reject him in that way. She sincerely responds that of course she doesn't hate him, and to be completely honest, she shows him a picture on her phone of herself with Yena, explaining that Yena is her daughter, that she did not adopt her, and that she actually gave. Young tells him that she doesn't have a husband but does have a daughter, and that in fact, that Thursday is Yena's birthday. Ki-hoon, surprised, tells her that he had no idea. Young justifies herself, explaining that due to certain circumstances, she was registered as a single mother at the company. Moreover, she only submitted a copy of her resident registration with her personal information, so no one knew about her daughter. She adds that he is the first person in the company to find out, and that she decided to tell him because she considers him a very. Ki-hoon remains stunned while Young concludes by saying that she deeply values his kindness but will continue focusing on taking care of her daughter. She wishes him the best in his love life, assuring him that he will find someone special. At home, Yena excitedly wakes up her mother, quickly asking if she knows what day it is today. Young, smiling, hugs her and responds that it's her birthday. The grandmother enters the room, congratulating her with a gift in hand, but Yena tells her that presents will be opened all together during the party that evening. The grandmother, happy, comments that they must be planning a big celebration. At a table full of food with some decorations on the wall, Yena gets ready, then returns, revealing herself in a princess dress. The grandmother, seeing them, comments that with her hair like that, they both look alike. Yena reminds her mother that she must come home early, and Young promises to do so. Remembering that she is relieved that she has worked intensely in the past few days, they both make a pinky promise, sealing the pact between mother and daughter. Elsewhere, Jinseo is helping Dobin get ready. The boy insists on wearing a tie, but his mother, amused, points out that he hasn't even put on his shirt yet. Dobin responds that it's Yena's birthday and that he wants to look perfect. Jinseo asks him if he thinks Yena will like the ring he prepared as a gift, and Dobin assures her that she will because it's beautiful. His mother, laughing, says that the gift reflects the personality of the giver and asks if he is only giving the ring. Her son responds that no, he also prepared a letter, showing it to his mother. She reads it and sees that in the letter he wrote that Yena's eyes are like jewels and that in the future he asks to marry her. Curious, his mother asks if, besides the ring and the letter, he has another gift. Dobin excitedly lists that he has 3 magic tricks, a 3-line poem, a dance, and a paper flower. Upon hearing about the poem, she asks what it is. After hearing it, his mother can't help but laugh. She advises him not to overdo it by doing everything at once and to save some gifts for future birthdays. Dobin, however, insists that he will prepare things for the next 14 years because he plans to marry Yena at 20. His mother, laughing, asks if after marriage he will stop giving her gifts, and the boy responds that yes, since he will be busy taking care of their baby. Jinseo reflects on how difficult it is to raise a child, and although she knows that Dobin's first love probably won't be easy, for now, she wishes for it to be a beautiful experience and that his mother will. At the company, Young arrives cheerful and energetic, commenting that the weather is perfect. She exchanges a glance with the director, greets him, giving him a sweet smile. He greets her back, and she reflects that it is her daughter's birthday and wishes that he is happy about it too. After all, thanks to him, an angel was born. When she arrives at her work area, Ki-hoon greets her and hands her a gift for Yena's birthday. At first, Young asks what it is. But he soon reveals that it is for her daughter. The woman, moved, comments that her daughter will be very happy to know that such a handsome man gave her that gift. Ki-hoon, laughing, says that he probably looks more like an uncle. Then he promises that he will do his best to help her finish her work on time. Young thanks him with a big smile while the director watches them from afar attentively. An employee tells Jong that the job was very well done for something completed in such a short time and that they believe they are ready, only needing to adjust one part. She agrees and suddenly receives a message on her phone from the Hwayong police. Cho Sine enters the room, claiming to have a call for the manager, and Jung-oh says she will take the opportunity to check her phone quickly. She sees the message and recognizes that it is from the officer who helped her find Yena the other day. The message showed security camera images of the woman who had picked up Yena the day the girl disappeared, but her face was covered. Jung-oh wonders who the woman was, as she didn't seem to be anyone familiar, but she could have been sent by Ji-hoon's mother. She replies to the message saying she does not know the woman, but would like to be informed of any new evidence. Jung-oh's thoughts are interrupted when Ki-hoon asks if everything is okay. The manager asks if he recognizes the hat the woman in the image is wearing, and he says that, although the image is blurry, it looks like the hat of a foreign soccer team, showing her the team's flag on his phone. Jung-oh smiles and calls him a genius, and he says he can't guarantee it's the same, as the design might just be a reference. Even so, the woman ends up thanking him anyway. In the distance, the same employee who was talking to Jung-oh says he is going to finish the beverage proposal for Daewon Company and will show the printed draft that Cho had sent him. Jung-oh acknowledges and leaves. But before going in to retrieve the proposal, she walks past the red-haired woman, who, by the way, had a suspicious smile. Jung-oh searches for her laptop and goes to the same employee to continue the project. But when she opens the computer, she is startled as her laptop starts experiencing several instabilities. Her colleague asks what's wrong, and Jung-oh seems confused, exclaiming that her computer suddenly started malfunctioning. Cho then asks if it could be a virus and whether Jung made a backup of the file. She responds that yes, it is in the shared folder, asking them to wait a minute so she can open it. But when she accesses the folder, she is completely shocked to find it empty. She panics, and just then Ki-hoon offers his help. He says there are no files created today. Jung remembers placing the files in the folder, creating a password to protect them, and writing it down. Cho, on the other hand, gets angry and asks if Jung is making up the backup file. That comment catches the attention of the people nearby. Just at that moment, the director arrives and asks what is going on. Ki-hoon responds that there was a virus on Assistant Jung-oh's laptop and adds that it seems she did not back up the data she had collected so far. Jung, a little upset, says she will go to the IT room to solve the problem immediately. And before Ki-hoon can respond that he will accompany her, the director suggests going with her. The IT technician says it really looks like a virus and that it will be necessary to format the computer. Jung asks if the files can be recovered, as they are important. The technician says yes, but it will take more time and will only be done by next Wednesday. The director gets angry and says he needs the data urgently, asking if the man could work faster and ordering him to complete the service that same day. The technician becomes nervous, but says he will try. Ji-hoon and Jung walk side by side, and Jung-oh reflects that the file probably will not be restored quickly, so it would be better to recreate it. She tells the director that she will recreate it and then prepare a report. The director agrees and asks if she can finish it before 6 in the evening. Jung-oh says yes and reflects that if she hurries, she will finish the job on time, but will have to leave at 7 in the evening. She then begins to work hard to finish the job, and with a deep sigh of exhaustion, she finally completes it. Chae Eunbi asks the manager if that was the final version she sent by email. She comments that the copy is completely different from what she wrote, mentioning that it does not capture the original feeling. Jung asks if Eunbi could correct the parts that are different from what she remembers and send them again by email. But Eunbi responds that she had already given the notes a long time ago. However, Jung says she does not have time to search for them at the moment, but that if Eunbi corrects them now, she will be able to find the notes later and compare them with the current copy. Eunbi responds that she does not have time either and says that this is indirect negligence, asking Jung to take responsibility and complete the report, assuring her that she will support her. After a few hours, Jung-Oh's colleague asks if she is ready, and she responds that she is. The two decide to enter, but suddenly Jung's phone rings. It was Yena asking if she had left work yet and when she would be coming back. Her mother responds that she had not left yet, and the daughter asks why. The mother says that something came up suddenly, but that she would finish soon and call when she left work. The girl responds that she must return quickly because they made a promise. Her mother responds that she knows and that she will be back soon, mentally asking Yena to wait a little longer. She then hangs up the phone and comes face to face with the director, and both decide to enter the meeting. Ji-hoon says he has an announcement to make and begins by saying that the planning part is simple and clear, but the problem lies in production. He mentions that it is difficult to come up with a better idea now, as the longer the meeting lasts, the harder it will be to gather opinions. At that moment, the director calls assistant Lee and asks her to redo the project and send it to him, adding that the rest can do as they please. Young is surprised to hear this and then asks, somewhat confused, what he means by that. The director, with a dissatisfied expression, tells her to erase everything and redo it. Young is shocked by the situation and immediately remembers the promise she made to Yena to return early. Then, the director ends the meeting, thanking everyone for their hard work. But Jung-Oh goes after the director and asks which parts need correction. He says that the copy, the text used in advertisements, seems strange and insincere. She asks which specific part, and the director responds that everything must be redone. Jung-Oh asks to finish the report at home and send it that same day, as she has important personal tasks, asking if he would be kind enough to allow it. The director asks what kind of important tasks, and she replies that they are just household chores. But the director turns around with a dark expression and asks if Jung can do her job well, considering her countless tasks, also mentioning that he knows very well she does not even check her phone when she gets home.